Autobots, transform!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my toy review. I am the 80s Transformer fan. You're watching George Reviews, and today I'm going to merge these Voyager Class Constructicons into a Titan Class Devastator. And I'm starting them all off in their alternate mode, vehicle mode, whatever you want to call it. But before I merge them into Devastator, I'm going to merge Long Haul. And if you saw my Long Haul review, I didn't get to a certain part because I wanted to save it because it's technically a merger. But you can take all the pieces for Devastator and store them on Long Haul, or mostly all the pieces, or the pieces that I know of. So you can take front of the blaster. He has all these ports in here. You can plug this in here. I had to learn to get everything on there. You can take this and put it in right here. I'm just showing you the steps I've learned. I probably could cheat and watch a video or look at the instructions, but I like to do it myself. And if I learn more, I'll put it in the video. You can port this in here. So Long Haul, he's the supply guy. He can actually carry around all the weapons, which I think is pretty cool. Put that on there, plug that in there. And the last thing I learned is I can put this onto the front of the truck. Now, these things, I probably could combine them into the Devastator wings, but I don't think they go like that. I haven't quite figured out where these two final pieces port in. But just so you know, you can port or plug in the accessories or the parts forming pieces into the back of Long Haul. And now I'm going to merge these guys into Devastator. I'm going to start with Scrapper. Take his shovel, lift it up, and you lock it into place. And get it to lock. It snaps right into this little thing. If I could just get it to do it. There it is. Untab his arms, bring him around to the front. It's pretty much completely G1 faithful, except for like the little technical parts. Tab this into the sides and here. If I could just get it to come down. Tab that in there, and you can see the tab right there. Got that tabbed in, and then you unhinge his legs in the back because they help stabilize and combine to the Devastator mode. Bring these out like this, and that guy's pretty much done. Gonna bring Mixmaster forward and flip the front out like this, which becomes the foot. You got to come around here and unhinge this. Open. I don't know if you got to open up all that far, but get these little things out, which lock into the legs. Put it back. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, I don't think I have to pull it all the way out like this. It's my first time. So, all right, got these little latches out. They connect to Long Haul. And we pretty much put all this mess I made back. And it goes in there like that. And this is the left leg ready to connect. So we got these two things done. It's very simple. We're going to bring Long Haul, the big guy, forward. Obviously, this is the waist, and what we do is unhinge the bed, earth mover bed. Well, we're going to take this up first. I still got to unhinge. Okay, it all unhinges all together. I'll bring this down here. It stays. I don't think I had to move that part. Oh yeah, I did. Swing the arms around. Do I swing the arms around? Yeah. Okay, let me go with what I know. Go with the legs. Unhinge this and unhinge this for the connection. Bring this around and unhinge this on this side too for the connection to the other legs. And now for the top portion. can't remember if this goes like this, like this. I believe they just sit like this, if I'm correct. I think that this is all we need so far to get, if I'm getting it all in. Long haul ready to go. I think he'll stand up. I'm gonna lay long haul down. I'm gonna bring in Hook, and oh, while I was transforming Hook, there's a little peg in the front of this guy, like right here. And this teeny tiny, I was worried I was gonna break it off, and I actually broke it off, and it's stuck in the other side. It helps keep this part closed, and I hope this doesn't ruin in Devastator mode, because you can't buy these guys individually, and you can't really replace this guy, which kind of sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna try. So just like the G1, you pretty much just break this guy in half. Unhinge this first. This goes around to the bottom, front part of his hands, unhinged. Pretty much just break them in half and reconnect them at the halfway point. There's a little peg right there. Got it to hold the first time. Then you take this little peg and swing it around because it becomes a connector point. Then you pull this out, which you saw in Hook robot mode, and it becomes, if I can get it, it's playing peekaboo with me. It becomes a connection point. Come on out of there. Wow. Damn it. Alright, we got it. There are the two connection points. I don't think these are connection points, but it sits out like this. This houses Devastator's head, obviously, and we're going to save that part. So he is ready to connect. Moving on to Bone Crusher. What you do is you just unhinge this. I guess I should have pulled the legs out first. You unhinge this, and you connect the right or left arm to it. And this is, alright, I got the right arm. And you take this and you put it in here. Plug there, and you have bone, wait, no, that's not right. Oh wait, yeah, now it's right. Bone Crusher ready to connect. Coming over here to Scavenger, same thing. You unhinge this piece. We're gonna pop the legs out first. Unhinge this piece and accordion it out. Put these back. And this basically pushes the crane back into a straight place. And then you take this arm, open it up, which is the right arm, and you port this in to here. And you have the right arm ready to connect to Devastator. So that's pretty much everything. We're going to get this guy merged over here, bring long haul up here. Okay, so to get long haul start, I think these go back up. Open up the wrong flaps. You got to open the little side pieces up here. Move something open. Oh, I think I opened the wrong ones. Then you take, there's a little peg right here. It goes into this little notch right here, and you just slide it in. It's much easier said than done when you're trying to do it on camera. And there we have one leg, and then take this guy, and this one's a little bit more tricky because it slots in there. You're supposed to open all this back up or lift it, and I think you're supposed to, but we're gonna do the old smash, the hard-headed technique. Let's see if we can just smash it in there somehow. Turn it around. Put these back and see if I can get it on there. Right in there and slide it back. Then we plug these things in here. And it secures the back of the leg like that. So there is his bottom portion transformed. You can see what I've done so far. I just missed a little something. For some reason, you're supposed to turn this around. I don't know why, because the Decepticon symbol's upside down. Now, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I guess it's like a little better centered in the leg, but you're supposed to turn that around. I missed that. So now we take hook. See if we can come up with it and get it all in. Take hook like this, and he plugs in. He plugs into the top of long haul. At this point, and this point, pretty much like the G1 with this black peg and this purple hinge right there. Take these and connect them like this. Again, it's always difficult working around the camera. And that's pretty much it for that. Try to get it all in. Now he's looking tight in class, and there it is. These are the two connection points I just made here and here. I'm going to move this thing back. Okay, so I had to get up and get personal with this thing, get from behind the camera, because it just reached such a huge height that it's supposed to be over 17 inches when combined, that I just couldn't get it all in. So continuing on with the merger, you have to open up Hook's canopy here at this point, and he has a hidden hinge that you slide out on the side. Close that back up. That's pretty clever. And he has a hidden hinge in here. You just pull this one out so you can connect the arms. And we're going to take a bone crusher. This is the left arm, and he has a little hole here that connects to the little square port. You just slide it in there easily enough. And same thing over here. It's the squares, exactly the same little port right here. Connects right here. And you just pop that on there. And because of my little broken peg here, I'm already experiencing a gapping issue where it's not staying together. The weight is pulling it apart. And why they made that peg so tiny, I don't know. When I first saw it, I knew it was going to break. So if anybody else's has broken, please let me know. Then we take the different little weapons, which we know is the shield. And you plug them in. It has one little circle port here. And you plug it in. Slides right in on the left. Well, on the right, facing this way. And on the left side, then you have the shield. And it has a few different connection points. It has it has a clip on either side, a port here, and a port here there in the center, and two clips down here, and another clip right here just to secure it on. So you can just, it's like one main guide. It helps you get it on here, and watch, I don't see it from this angle. And the two sides actually clip into the treads of the arm. That's one way to line it up. There it is, and there's a little hole here. I'm trying to show you better, but it clips in and holds on pretty well. It should be able to hold this little gap on for me. I think I got it going a little bit better. Let me turn it towards me. It doesn't want to come off, but I know it can go in here a little bit better. Well, it's on there. It's on there. I'm going to keep moving for the video. And so now, last but not leastly, you open up this little hatch to reveal the head right here. And the hatch actually tabs in to the front of his chest. And it's in there. And here's Devastator all combined. I think I got the arms on there right. Looking at it from reverse, the legs shovel down. And here he is. Now, he is very impressive. His size and everything else. I'll get to that with some comparisons. And I'm talking about his head. Ever since I've seen it, his head looks a little small to me. I don't know about you, but proportionate wise. And I think his legs, he's a little elongated from the waist down as opposed from the waist up. It's like a little bit more compact. He's a little disproportionate, but I'm just noticing, I ain't tripping, I'm just noticing what's going on, what's in front of me. Then, lastly but not least, you take his cannon. It came in two pieces and you put it together, and now you have Devastator's blaster. It looks like Devastator's G1 blaster. And then another problem for me, the arms don't hinge forward. You know, you got to kind of turn them and then bring them forward. Then you have the exposed inner forearm. It's not covered up. Then you got to kind of turn the hand this way. And he really, the gun just, it's not, there's no peg system. It has a secondary peg right here where I feel like they could have put a hole in his hand to help him hold it, but it just sits in there, and it really doesn't sit in there well. Then the weight makes this little joint come back down, and because of this little piece right here, you really can't get it up far enough. So that's a problem, and I guess that's why people are turning to third parties. Same thing over here. Bring his arm forward to try to change the articulation point so he can get his arm bending at the elbow like it should. Like, again, why they didn't do it, I don't know, but you got to kind of turn it and break up the aesthetic. And then his arm is sagging because of the hollow point in his arm right here. But in order to get him to do this, that's the best you can do, and it's not holding. And he won't hold the gun for jack. Or you can just put it back the way it was, or supposed to be. And rotate his arm back and completely raise the arm. Well, there's the gun. Well, we're gonna raise the arm. He'll hold it like this. The arm holds at the shoulder joint, and you see the gun is kind of loose. I can put the hand a little bit tighter, but it holds at the shoulder joint. He's pulling forward slightly because of his jumbo size, but it's not too bad. But he is pulling forward, putting the arm out that far. I can't talk. And that's that. So now that I have them merged, we're gonna go over articulation. It's kind of weird because I'm not used to being back here like this. So his articulation is as follows. His head, it won't look up and down, and they could have put that in there easily. They could have put light up eyes in here easily because of the thickness of the head, and there's nothing in there. But anyway, his head, yeah, 360s, but there's no up and down. His arms, they can come out to the side, and he can actually hold it. Both sides, he's holding it, which is very good. Those joints are good. Coming down, the arms 360. On that same hinge, it'll allow them to rotate out to the sides. Both arms 360. Feels pretty good, pretty solid. Coming to his waist. He has a waist rotation, which is pretty good. I think it's pretty damn good, actually. I don't think he has a crunch. He may. Well, at the what are these? The knees, the upper thigh, he can bend over. So I guess that's leg articulation. He doesn't have an ab crunch. So I'm gonna turn him to the side. He's a big boy. He can lift these panels up here. Get his leg up to come forward at the hip. He has that, and it actually holds. Then he has a secondary joint at the knee. And then the leg comes off, so we're gonna just switch to the other leg and continue the articulation. So we get the leg up here. I hope that's not an ongoing problem. And he bends at the knee. This is the same articulation for both legs. He bends that much at the knee, and coming down to his foot. I know his waist has you get a little bit of rocker out of his foot for a wider stance. You see, it rocks this way anyway. So let me see if I can get this back on here. Okay, so I stopped and got Mixmaster, Devastator's leg back on Mixmaster. And while I was doing so, this leg tends to want to fall off. I see that now. This is my problem in Devastator mode. This leg doesn't want to stay on. But to continue my thought on this particular leg's articulation, it's the exact same. He can lift just below. I guess he has a little ratchet right here. I don't know if this is for his long hauls mode, but he can come up right here at that joint. It's a softer ratchet, and at the hip, I showed you before it comes up. So he has 2 points of articulation. I don't think they're both meant for Devastator mode, and we're gonna try to bend him at the knee without separating it again. He has that at the knee, and I don't know if this guy rocks down here. Yeah, he does. There's a rocker in the foot down here, so he has all the articulation he probably should have. You would want him to have. Yeah, but my 2 problems is the swivel at the elbow for the Devastator mode, and Mixmaster falling off is only flaws. Then I kind of nitpicked about the head being a little bit too small, but you can see, like, clearly the head is like a little too small. He has like a little Beetlejuice thing going on here, and he won't really hold the gun. And I think that, I didn't do his hands. I didn't do his hands articulation. Back to his hands, they just open and close. All the fingers are stuck together. The thumb doesn't move individually. It just opens and close, and it rotates. It 360s at the wrist. Well, not really I guess it's catching on something, but you get that out of the wrist. And again, the hinge at the elbow is just not right. It's just not right at all. It's like it needed third-party effects just for that. Just for that one thing. And he can hold his gun better, in my opinion. And like it has the two pegs there for the different modes, where they could have just put a hole right here so it would stick in there securely. I guess they figure fans are just gonna sit them on the shelf and not do anything with them. I guess because he can hold it, but he just doesn't hold it well. So I think that's it for articulation. We went over all the paint apps and other modes. So I'm gonna get some comparisons out here. Okay, so the very first comparison out of the gate is gonna be G1 Devastator. This is actually the Walmart reissue because I got this one always handy. It's the one I got out sitting around and I fiddle around with. This is how they compare. Now I'm gonna take this guy to the side real quick, and we're gonna flash back to what was it, 1985, in between 84 and 85, because these guys came out in between waves. And this was Devastator, and this was how we played with the Dinobots and Devastator. And we all pretty much wish Devastator could be a lot bigger. Ha ha, nothing defeats the Devastator. You know, and we had this like unproportionate type thing going on with the Devastators. But now we can get this guy out of here and keep our G1 guys and still get the playtime that we always dreamed of. We, as a kid, we believed that this little thing was as big as this thing right here, and now we finally have it. A lot of people had it for a while. I'm just not reviewing it. So anyway, now it looks a lot better with Swoop flying by this guy and the Dinobots attacking Devastator and all that stuff. Finally, you can create a proper scene. So sticking with the G1 theme, here he is next to Generation 1 Optimus Prime, so you can see how they look side by side. How they compare, which looks very, very awesome to me. Of Siege Voyager Class Megatron. So how these guys compare. Here he is with Titans Return / Bumblebee movie Soundwave. So how this guy compares. I guess I could have left a lot of these guys out here. See how they look. And we can just build it up. Get Grimlock out here. And we can just keep amassing figures. Devastator. Here he is with Mattel's 12-inch jumbo vintage style He-Man. See how they look. Here he is with, yeah, this is my favorite part right here. This is Playmates, I think it's 15-inch Voltron. See how these two guys scale. Yeah, we getting real big now. So now I'm going to move some of these guys out of here. 18-inch, an inch bigger than him, Mega Style Optimus Prime, Mega Action Optimus Prime. And this is how these two guys scale side by side. You're still little, dude. Get this guy out of here. Titan class, fellow Titan class, or senior Titan class, Constructicon, and also Titan class Fortress Maximus. I know everyone's seen the pictures of Titan class Omega Supreme coming out soon, and a new Jetfire go along with these guys. But yeah, this is how these guys all scale side by side. I don't even think Fortress Maximus is in the picture, is he? His head, no. I think this is about as good as it's gonna get to get Fort Max in here. Slide him back a little bit. But here are all the Titans that I own. Okay, I think that this is the best Devastator, best official Devastator out there that you can buy. I think he's better than the G1. The G1 is always going to have a spot in my heart. You know, if I had to just keep one, I'm going to keep the G1. But it's the best Devastator out there. I think it scales with every major line out there. You can play with it in any line in Devastator mode. It scales great in Devastator mode with any line out there. And far as the things that I didn't like about it, it was only a few. The head could have been bigger. It has the like the Beetlejuice head a little bit. finger, they could have gave us more articulation in the fingers, and they could have gave us a better bend in the elbow to bring the arm straight up, which you won't do. Like just only at the elbow, you got to turn it. Everything else I really like. Pretty much everything else I really like. So if you don't have this, I recommend this figure. And if you're a Devastator fan, a Combiner fan, I think it's a must-have, especially with Omega Supreme coming out soon. He'll be able to fight Omega Supreme. Now this makes me want to go get the Predaking. I don't have Predaking from Powers of the Prime. Gonna go out and get that. So this has been George, 80s Transformer fan. Thank you for watching George Reviews. The reviews where every toy has a story.
Autobots, transform!